All right, here's the second part of the Shadows on the Grave review, issues 5 to 8. I'm going to be relating the story of Denaeus. And last issue, we left Denaeus betrayed by the king, who sent Denaeus out to kill the Cyclops. And so he was betrayed by the king. His family was also murdered. So they come upon father, mother, wife, and sister and set a funeral pyre for them. Remember, Denaeus just has one arm. Here's another scene of the old witch who is being given a curse. You use your predictions for your personal gain and to save your own skin, all in vain. Your obtuse machinations caused unforeseen events to lead to disaster for all of us. You must join us. And he shows her, look at this remains of his daughter, still immortal but petrified into stone, because you blundered and misused your powers. So keep that guy in mind. He might be tied to, at least that is, later on in the story. Okay. I'll mention it again. She's going to leave town, the witch, with her aide, and he wants to eat. There's going to be a big feast because the king's son, Moronocles, is returning from the mission to kill the Cyclops. Moronocles, the son, comes in, lays out all the gold, and they start to have a feast. Oh, they show him Denaeus' arm. With the tattoo. And everybody's time for feasting. So everybody gets in line for this meat. Looks delicious. And the king wants to bring out the son, his son's family. So out comes this mysterious guard to bring the son's wife and children. No, sorry, that's the elite guard. He wants them to come out and be presented. And this mysterious figure comes out and drops a bag, and out of it are the 6 remaining guards of the elite guard. And there's more. And a servant brings out a tray of food. And they open it up, and there are the heads of the son's family. And in the confusion, he gets away, the mysterious stranger. Right. So, the king is all despondent, doesn't know what to do. They sent the son, Moronocles, after the old witch. Planning his revenge on whoever did it. He suspects it's Denaeus. And here is Denaeus. He has a plan. He tells the king that he's going to surrender, and he has loyalty to him the whole time. But he also says there's some treachery going on, so I will help you hide. And scene cuts to where they're out in the shooting range, bows and arrows. And if you remember, this is someone in disguise, Denaeus' love. And they all get their practice in. She tempts them to keep trying to get as many targets as they can. And nothing, just these guys talking. And they open up the target, blood leaking out. And inside of it is where Denaeus went and hid the king. So the guards kill the king. Meanwhile, Lestea picks up a bow, an arrow, and takes on the rest of these guards. She's about to get attacked, but then Denaeus makes his appearance. And that's it. They are plans are coming to fruition. The dark path of revenge we have chosen. It's number 6 of 8. So they've taken out the king. And now there's the son Moronocles and his troops. And they're going to see the witch. Oh, they just attacked and killed everybody in this village that may have helped Denaeus. Okay, they get lured into battle into this spot. You'll see there's some ambushes going on. Some sniping. They're overconfident. Cutscene to the witch. She takes a potion. And flies off in her trance. And she observes the battle. And Denaeus and Lastea are waiting for them. And they're underneath this, between this high portion here. And Denaeus has a rock hidden and throws it. Up into this barrier, or this platform with rocks that busts, breaks, and falls on all the guards. And so it's just a battle between Moronocles' big main warrior. And this is Denaeus and Mongolox. There's a heavy-duty stone club. Almost hits Denaeus in the face, pushes the bar back probably into his face. He's only got one arm, remember. Denaeus swings around, takes him in the side of the head with the club. But then the witch makes her fantasy realm. She appears and stabs Denaeus in the back. Mongolox pushes back, I think he has the upper hand. But then Denaeus smashes him with his good arm. Moronocles has Lastea. So the witch is watching this and decides to do a little bit of her own magic. Sets up another stone barrier, and underneath it everybody's crushed. Moronocles and Lastea and Denaeus. For the 7th issue, 8th installment, the end. Petrified. Rocky sentinels scattered across a barren landscape suddenly become enshrouded in billowing debris and dust. The choking clouds shot out of the numerous gaps and holes from some internal collapse. Any living creature in the area might be horrified at the fast approaching seething mass. Yet one lone figure advanced boldly into the opaque mist. Others might be frozen in fear. This one was far from petrified. So this was where Denaeus, Lastea, and Moronocles were crushed. But miraculously, someone survives. Denaeus, we still live. You threw me back to the wall and sheltered me with your body. Lastea, I'm broken. Lastea pulls him out. You'll be good to go soon. She rests, but then no, Lastea, the work is finished. There will be no more killing for us. Be quiet, dear. Just know I love you and all will be well. And Denaeus passes on. However, she says, I think we have made a start. Lastea sets the Denaeus funeral pyre up, and this figure, observing it, passes along, trudging slowly in this one direction towards the witch's coven. And she goes back out of the phantom realm, asks for her guard who isn't answering her, touches it, whacks it in there with her stick, and it cracks. So we remember earlier in the show when the old man came to her and said that she's set out bad prophecies, and look at what happened to her daughter. So this is what she sees. She's blind. She looks through the glass. They were many friends years ago. And time passes, Lestea leaving. She decides to make a trip to go see the witch. And there it is. Stone. So whoever that stranger was could have been the same person who was talking about Zeus being Zeus. So maybe that's it. But we do know that Lestea does have a child. Thus ends the tragic and dolorous story of Denaeus, who was the mightiest of men, of his great suffering and his untimely departing out of this world. And yet Lestea bore his daughter, who went on to even greater adventures. Well, in general, this was a really great story, and I don't know if it's not really everybody's style to like that old, mythical era, but it fit together, and it's nice how it fits into the rest of the Corben Den universe. So that's it for this video, and the next one I will do will be of the short stories that are 2 or 3 per episode. So there's like 15 to 24 possibly stories, and they're more of a horror bent, whereas Denaeus was horror, but it was more of a tragedy, Greek tragedy horror. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.